Recently, we reviewed this kettle that the manufacturer sent to us for the purpose of review. And when I looked at their advertising materials, I noticed that they had this pour over thing. They didn't send that, but I went and bought my own pour over thing.
I think we got a different brand.
Yeah, we got different. It's
Yeah.
totally different. It's just that made me aware of the concept of pour over coffee. So I watched videos and I read articles and I bought this thing, which I will link below along with this.
So we've got some cups here that we're finger. That should work, right?
Yeah. So the concept is that you get better coffee if you control the temperature and the rate of the pour.
So far, we have not found that to be true using the coffee press.
Well, with the coffee press, you're immersing the coffee. With this one, you're just running it through. So it should be a totally different taste. Look how pretty that is. I picked this one because it's pretty.
It matches literally everything else in our kitchen.
Blue and white, that's my favorite color.
So we actually ground our own coffee because it's supposed to be very coarse. So it might be slightly peppery because we used our pepper grinder.
You want your coffee to be in a coarser grind for this because you don't want it to silt up and get stuck.
You want to use about a tablespoon?
Yeah. I tried this with the cone filter the other day, but we're going to try it with the basket filter.
Basket case.
Just to see what matters there. The cone filter kind of comes to a point. This one doesn't. But the first time I tried this, it actually did make a difference. This brand here, which we'll also link for you, we had to grind our own beans. Now, go for it. So, here's the steps. You're first supposed to get the filter wet. This is all in the spirit of fun. We're not the professional coffee people. We're
not
fun
even the
tea
professional
people.
tea people.
We're the fun tea people. So we get that wet, and that rinses out any paper taste that you would get from using a filter. Now, there are also stainless steel filters that you can get to go in here, and that would be a permanent filter if you're worried about using paper. But we chose the paper ones that we already had on hand. And then you're going to pour it in here. Oh, you're going to put the stuff in there?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to start by pouring it over it and letting it bloom until it froths and the water disappears. And so that gives it about a 30-second rest. And then you take 4 or 5 minutes to pour it over. So here we got the beans that are currently not wet. She's just going to pour. Did you watch the films? You like getting right around the edges and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you make it froth, and then you wait for the water to disappear. I think you can be a little more generous. See there? And it blooms, and you let that bloom trickle down.
Lovely.
Lovely, isn't that fun? This is why we have see-through cups. Once the bloom is gone, about 30 seconds have elapsed, then you sit here and you just pour and pour, and I'm sure we will probably time-lapse that for you.
And now one thing that you see a lot is don't actually get any water in the middle. Go around it.
Yeah, you're not just trying to pour it through. For one thing, you don't want that filter to fail.
That'd be lovely. Yeah.
I don't think we've said it yet, but our reasoning here is that if you're going to drink coffee, it should taste better than coffee tastes the other ways we've tried it. When I did it before, it was darker than the other coffee that I had made in the coffee maker.
It looks like tea right now. Now this one actually does say that it has notes of, let's see here, chocolate, black tea, and honey.
Yeah, this is one of our
Favorites.
favorite.
It's a whole bean, and it doesn't, so it has to be ground by you, so it doesn't get as much.
Yeah, fresh grinding means that it's had less time to get icky for some reason.
And I don't like the icky stuff. And also, this is a light roast, and we like light roast the
Yeah,
best.
light roast is less smoky.
I
Although
like
I dipped my barbecue in coffee yesterday, and that worked well. The bitterness complemented the meat. Yeah. My other reason for trying to drink coffee is just so I'm not drinking too much tea, because tea contains oxalates, which contribute to kidney stones if you go crazy with it. So I want something to drink that won't do that. And coffee beans contain oxalates, but the coffee itself is low in oxalates.
So don't eat the coffee beans
coffee
covered
beans.
in chocolate.
And if you want to learn more about oxalates, find anything on YouTube with Sally K. Norton in it. She's the expert. Oxalates are plant defense mechanisms. And you know what? This is good as a funnel if you take out the stuff. So if you take that out... Oh, we're not done yet? Mm-mm. Oh, she's going to brew me a cup, too.
We have a few things here that should make this taste better. We've got some cream.
My favorite.
We have these, which I don't think we ever used on camera before, but salted caramel.
We bought them, we played with them. Obviously, your favorite was...
Salted caramel.
Salted caramel.
Cinnamon dolce and some hazelnut, so we're going to see if that helps.
Those are skinny syrups, so they've got fake sugar in them instead of real sugar.
And MCT oil.
And
then
MCT
we've
oil.
also got some monk fruit sweetener.
Need a light hand for this. And that is a light brew so far.
Oh, yes. Very light. Yours shall be lighter. I'm sure you could last this. Hang on.
Well, this is fine with me. I don't need any more, thank you. Why would you do that? Coffee. Obviously, you want to use this technique if you've got some time on your hands.
Let us check.
So the second run through is much lighter, which means we've pretty much used up a lot of the coffeeness for hers, which is fine with me. How is it?
Meat.
Meat. It reminds you of meat?
It tastes like meat.
It tastes like meat.
It tastes like meat.
Savory.
Beef.
Would that be because we put it through the pepper grinder?
Maybe.
So it's beefy. That would be an improvement over regular coffee. Her coffee is beefy.
It's also got a bit of a chocolatiness to it. I don't taste any honey, but there's definitely some black tea there. I am drinking black coffee and I'm not dying.
And I seem to be drinking brown coffee.
That's tan.
So I think the lesson here is don't use your coffee beans twice. Which is why I was just going to take half.
Ooh. There's a strong one.
Strong taste?
Mm-hmm.
The nice thing about this compared to the French press or using another thing is, here's a nice little bundle. Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye-bye.
And if we haven't showed you this, it's just a big old hole at the bottom. Now some of the other ones have 3 tiny holes instead of a big hole. And one of the reviewers said, I didn't like it as a coffee brewer, so I used it as a funnel. It would be a great funnel.
Very pretty funnel.
It would nicely make your flour or sugar go where you want it. Okay. Second roast coffee.
Woo!
Mine will be weaker.
I'm sure you'd be fine with that.
Hey, that's almost pleasant.
Let's
Okay, I
switch.
like weak coffee. Still way better than French press or a coffee maker. I am totally sold on this method, the drip pour over method.
Okay, you want to try and make it taste good with other things?
Let's improve it.
All right. The most basic way to improve this would be to add cream. Easy, simple.
Cream.
It should work.
I like cream.
Much better.
Oh, now, I think I will say it's good.
Okay, next step.
That is a milestone. Have I
Sugar.
ever said coffee was good?
No, I don't think you have. The next step to add.
Sugar, no, that'll mess it up. It's good.
No, Mama. It's not that much.
Weak pour over with sugar, with cream.
And a little bit of sugar.
Mm.
Just a spoonful of sugar helps the coffee go down. Yeesh.
No, now it's just sweet.
That's a good thing.
Says you.
I think I added too much there.
Nah, I liked it better when it wasn't sweet.
Next thing we add shall be...
Cinnamon?
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, so this stuff, you like this. You use, what do you use it in?
Yogurt.
She puts it in yogurt.
It's very good in yogurt.
She gets a little bowl full of yogurt and flavors it with this because I only buy her full fat unflavored yogurt because I'm mean.
Yes, she's very mean.
I won't buy those premixed yogurts with who knows what.
She won't even buy me vanilla.
You ever read the label? There's stuff in there. Like, for instance, the lid.
Dang it. And this is why we have a spoon.
Little gold spoon.
You want some lid?
Okay, so she's trying it cinnamon dolce.
Hazelnut. You shall have hazelnut.
Hazelnut. Well, it smells good.
That doesn't taste
in
good.
a sort of candle way. That made it sweet.
I'm worried now. Ugh.
There are a lot of people who would like this.
I am not one of them.
I won't say don't do it. I would say if you like sweet candle-y things, then you'd probably be fine with it. All right, so my advice is do the pour-over method.
Add cream. Please just add cream.
Add whatever you normally use. And have a good time. Till we see you again.
Make sure to make time for tea and a good book and coffee, I guess.
Sure, have some coffee. It wasn't bad with stuff in it.